Job crunch, the new reality of tech jobs. At 12:30 a.m., the blue light of a laptop was glowing inside a small rented room in Bengaluru. Outside, the city was sleeping, but inside, a tech professional's sleep had completely vanished. A small, cold and scary email was sitting in his inbox. It read that business priorities were changing, the team would be restructured, and his role had been put under review. Until a few months ago, this same guy used to explain to his friends that the future is safe in tech. The salary is good, demand is strong, and life is set if you learn coding. But that night, for the first time, he realized that just having a job is not security. Real security is how quickly your skill can fit into a new place in a changing market. The fear starts from right here. If big global companies can downsize teams in a single stroke, with what confidence can an ordinary employee plan their EMIs, rent, and family plans? And the curiosity is whether unemployment is truly rising rapidly in India, or is a deep shift happening inside the tech sector that we are currently looking at only as layoffs? Recent reports have made this fear even more real. More than 56,000 Indian tech professionals associated with big global technology companies are now actively searching for a new job. This is not just a big number. The shocking part is that about a month ago, this number was around 12,000, which means competition in the market has suddenly multiplied several times over. The story does not end here. 6 months ago, active job seekers in this same group were reported to be around 5,000, and a year ago this figure was less than 4,000. Now imagine, when experienced candidates enter the market so rapidly, how much the anxiety of a fresher or a mid-level employee must increase. The crowd becomes denser than before on every job posting. Now a recruiter's inbox does not just receive resumes. A long queue of ex-global company engineers, product managers, data scientists, cloud experts and team leads stands there. Earlier, a candidate used to convince the company that they were capable. Now, a candidate also has to prove that they can work faster, smarter and cheaper with AI tools. This change did not come because of India alone. Many tech companies in the US and Europe started downsizing their workforce due to cost-cutting, restructuring, and AI investment. When a global company reduces its team, the impact does not stay confined to that country alone. India's engineers, remote teams, offshore units and global project roles also come directly under pressure. The biggest truth of the tech sector is that this industry has always been changing. The only difference is that this time, the speed of change feels faster than the employee's preparation. A few years ago, companies did heavy hiring during the pandemic boom. Digital demand was fast, online services were growing, and every firm felt the need for developers. Then, interest rates rose, funding became expensive, clients started cutting back on spending, and companies asked, is such a large team really needed? Along with this, AI raised a new question. If some part of writing code, testing, documentation, customer support, and data analysis can be done by tools, what will human teams look like? This is exactly the point where fear and reality look different. AI is not ending every job, but it is changing the definition of every job. Earlier, a developer who just completed assigned tasks was valuable. Now, the developer who understands the problem, verifies AI output, handles security, and explains the business impact is more valuable. That is why understanding the story of unemployment in just one line is dangerous. The job market of the entire country and the job market of the tech sector do not run the same way. Official labor data for May 2026 showed the overall unemployment rate at 5.5%, in which rural unemployment increased, but urban unemployment decreased slightly compared to April. This does not mean there is no trouble. It means that the picture is mixed at the national level, but competition has become very sharp for educated and tech workers. If a person worked on a single stack for 10 years and the market suddenly starts demanding AI, cloud, cybersecurity and automation experience from them, recovery is not easy for them. This is where the old planning of a tech career falls short. Just a degree, a company brand or old project experience no longer provides long-term safety. Today, companies want candidates who do not stop after learning a tool, but know how to extract better output from the tool. That means skill now means not just knowledge, but adaptability too. India's big IT services companies are also going through this phase. Some top firms reduced their workforce in 2026, but the industry did not completely collapse. The real story is that the hiring model is changing. Earlier, when revenue increased, headcount increased. Now, companies are trying to decouple revenue, productivity, and outcomes from headcount. The impact of this falls first on roles where the work is repetitive, visibility is low, and direct business value is not clearly visible. Pressure is felt more in such roles. But on the other side, Global Capability Centers or GCCs have strengthened rapidly in India. Multinational companies are bringing not just support work but core technology and R&D work to India as well. In 2026, India's GCC ecosystem showed a big leap with around $98.4 billion revenue and a 2.36 million talent base. This tells us that opportunity has not ended, but opportunity is no longer as simple as before. Earlier, the hiring volume was large. Now, the hiring filter is sharp. The company wants to see the candidate not just as an employee, but as a problem solver. This is a good time for a recruiter, because experienced talent is available in the market. But it is a challenge for a job seeker, because stronger people than before are sitting on every seat. Imagine, there is an opening for a cloud security engineer. Earlier, 10 good resumes used to come. Now 100 resumes come, and many of those people have come out of global product companies. Therefore, salary negotiation changes too. A candidate does not just have to say that I have worked for these many years, but has to show that I can bring value to this role immediately. The most confusion arises here for freshers. Students coming out of college wonder if learning coding has become useless now. The answer is no, but just basic coding is not enough. A fresher will have to bring fundamentals, projects, communication, and AI-assisted workflows together. Just collecting certificates will not work. Proof of solving real problems is needed. The challenge for mid-career professionals is a bit different. They will have to translate their old experience into a new language, the language of automation, architecture, cost saving, reliability, and customer outcomes. The phase is not easy for senior managers either. If the role is limited only to reporting, meetings, and coordination, companies will ask what your real contribution is in the era of AI and lean teams. Therefore, in the coming time, the value of a portfolio will increase more than a designation. What you built, what you improved, how much cost you saved, and how much speed you increased, these things will speak in the interview more than the resume. But there is a human aspect to this story too, which cannot be seen in numbers. A layoff is not just a job loss, it shakes identity, confidence, and family stability too. Many professionals do not tell their parents the whole story. Someone hides a loan EMI, someone gets scared looking at their children's school fees, and someone keeps breaking inside while appearing active on LinkedIn. That is why we should not blame people while discussing the job market. Every layoff does not mean low skills. Many times it is the result of company strategy, cost pressure, and global decisions. But along with sympathy, reality also has to be understood. The market can understand your pain, but it will give the job only to the person who matches the current need. Therefore, the first step is diagnosis, not panic. Write down your current skills, look at the top job descriptions in the market, and see clearly where the gap lies. If cloud, data, AI tools, cybersecurity, DevOps, or product thinking keeps coming up repeatedly in every job description, it is a signal. The market does not speak slowly, it changes demand directly. The second step is creating proof. A small project, a GitHub repo, a case study, an automation workflow, a dashboard, or a security audit sample can speak more than your resume. The third step is networking. Today, work has become difficult just by pressing the apply button. Referrals, communities, alumni, LinkedIn conversations, and old colleagues have become very important. But networking does not mean begging. It means that you remain visible in the market, remain useful, and people understand what problem you can solve. The fourth step is financial preparation. A tech salary can be good, but if there is no emergency fund, a single email can shake the entire family planning. Keeping at least a few months of essential expenses aside is no longer a luxury, but a career survival tool. Because a job search takes time, and a decision made under pressure is not always right. This phase is a big test for India too. We have a lot of talent, but the ecosystem that continuously upgrades talent will have to be strengthened just as rapidly. Companies will also have to understand that AI adoption is not a tool just to reduce headcount. If people are replaced without being reskilled, short-term efficiency can become long-term fragility. The challenge for the government and institutions is not to let skilling become a certificate business. The real meaning of training should be employable projects, mentorship, and industry-linked practice. This time can become an opportunity for startups. Experienced professionals coming out of big companies can bring new strength to product building, Fintech, health tech, cybersecurity, and enterprise SaaS. But the startup ecosystem cannot absorb everyone either. The speed is higher there, structure is less, and the salary is sometimes not as stable as in big tech. Therefore, professionals will have to build their career map in two ways. One path for a better job, and the second path for independent earning skills, so that the entire reliance does not remain on one employer. Options like freelancing, consulting, teaching, technical writing, automation services, and niche product building are not for everyone, but understanding them is necessary now. The biggest lesson of the job crunch is that a career is no longer a fixed ladder. It is a moving platform on which one will have to learn continuously to maintain balance. For those who are still thinking that an old skill will keep giving a salary forever, this is a warning. The market does not guarantee any old comfort zone. For those who are making learning their habit, this fear can turn into an opportunity. Because whenever the industry resets, new leaders and new specialists emerge from right there. So is unemployment rising rapidly in the country? The answer is not simple. National data is mixed, but job insecurity and competition have truly increased rapidly in the tech sector. The real question is not whether AI will eat up jobs or not. The real question is whether we will be able to make our job more valuable with AI or not. That night, the professional sitting in front of the laptop was not alone. Thousands like him were building a new resume, learning a new skill, and finding their next path amidst the fear. And perhaps this is the final truth of this whole story. The job market is changing, but humans' capacity to learn has not diminished either. The one who updates themselves will survive in the next wave.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.